Hey there, and welcome to this deep dive where we're going to be exploring how to put faith into action.
We're going to be jumping into the Building Bridges Christian Edition booklet, a guide that's all about, turning belief into positive change.
Mhm.
And instead of just summarizing it, we're really going to try to pull out those golden nuggets, those insights, those practical tips that you can actually use.
And to help us unpack all of this, I've got an expert by my side, someone who's deeply involved in community development and knows firsthand the power of, turning good intentions into real impact.
It's great to be here, ready to dive in.
Now, one thing that struck me as really interesting about this booklet is that it comes from the Omudo Foundation.
And they do amazing work with young people in Uganda. And while this particular booklet is tailored for, a Christian audience, the foundation itself is entirely inclusive.
Which really speaks to the universality of wanting to make a difference, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. And the booklet does a great job of bridging that motivation, that spark of faith, with tangible steps anyone can take.
Whether they approach it from a religious perspective or not.
So let's get into the heart of it. The booklet starts off strong, saying faith isn't passive.
It's a call to action, right? Referencing Micah 6.8, to act justly and to love mercy and to walk humbly with your God.
It even brings in the parable of the Good Samaritan, that classic example of empathy leading to direct help. It's not just about thinking good thoughts. It's about, doing good deeds.
Right, and it goes even deeper than just random acts of kindness.
It challenges us to look at those systemic injustices.
The ones that might resonate with our own beliefs and skills and then figure out how to address them. Remember Amos 5.24, let justice roll down like waters and righteousness like an ever-flowing stream. It's a powerful image.
It really is. It's like saying, okay, you've got this passion, now let's direct it towards, making the world a better place. And what I appreciate is that the booklet doesn't leave us hanging with these big ideas.
It lays out practical steps. And the first one is research.
Become a detective in your own community.
Mm.
What are the local issues? What does the data say? What are the news stories? And more importantly, what are the people directly affected by these issues actually experiencing?
That's crucial, and the booklet emphasizes listening to diverse voices, particularly young people.
Who might have fresh perspectives on the problems and potential solutions. So often we jump into fix-it mode without truly understanding the existing landscape.
It's like the old saying, measure twice, cut once. But in this case, it's listen twice, act once.
Exactly.
And after research comes reflection. The booklet encourages us to look inward at our own passions, our skills, and ask ourselves, what unique gifts can I bring to the table?
It's about finding that sweet spot where your strengths align with the needs of your community, right?
Yeah.
Because when those two things come together, that's where you can have the most sustainable impact.
It makes sense. You're more likely to stay engaged and driven if you're genuinely passionate about the work itself.
And if you're using your existing skills.
And the booklet draws a beautiful parallel here to the fruit of the Spirit from Galatians 5.22-23.
Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. These values are presented as like the guiding principles for this entire journey, which is incredibly powerful.
It's about approaching social change with ethical leadership.
Not just a desire for results.
It's about building bridges with integrity, ensuring that every step we take is rooted in compassion and a genuine desire to make a difference.
Absolutely. And here's where it gets even more interesting.
Yeah.
As the booklet then dives into the practicalities.
We're talking project planning, budgeting, and even aligning our efforts with the UN's Sustainable Development Goals.
The SDGs.
Now, those are global goals. So how does a local project even begin to contribute to something that massive?
That's the beauty of it, and the booklet does a fantastic job of breaking this down.
It's about recognizing that even small-scale actions, when aligned with these broader goals, contribute to a larger movement for positive change.
For example, starting a community garden can address food security, which ties into SDG 2, zero hunger.
Or organizing a clothing drive can help combat poverty, which aligns with SDG 1, no poverty. It's about thinking globally, but acting locally.
So it's like each individual project, each bridge we build becomes a thread in this larger tapestry of positive change.
Creating something far more impactful than we could achieve alone.
Precisely. It's about seeing the interconnectedness of it all, recognizing that our actions, no matter how small they may seem, can have ripple effects that extend far beyond our immediate communities.
This is already so insightful. We've gone from the initial spark of faith to understanding the importance of research and self-reflection, to even connecting with these global goals.
Yeah.
What a journey.
And we're just getting started because now that we understand the groundwork, it's time to roll up our sleeves and start building that bridge.
And that's what we'll be diving into next time.
We'll explore the practical steps for turning those plans into action, from rallying support to navigating challenges. So stay tuned because this bridge building adventure is about to get even more exciting.
Okay. So last time we laid the groundwork, exploring that call to action within the Building Bridges booklet.
That importance of research and self-reflection, and even how our efforts can connect to those global goals.
Now let's talk about the exciting part, actually
Yes.
building that bridge.
It's like we've got all the blueprints and the materials and the inspiration.
Now it's time to start constructing, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. And the booklet gets really practical here.
It emphasizes the importance of, getting the word out, generating excitement, inviting others to join the cause.
Think about it as building a bridge not just for people, but with them.
Exactly. And the booklet even talks about the power of a strong launch event.
Imagine this, a community gathering where people can learn about the project, they can connect with others who share their passion, and really catch that bridge building spirit.
It's about creating that sense of shared purpose, that momentum.
It's also about being strategic in how we engage volunteers.
The booklet really emphasizes the importance of appealing to people's passions.
Don't just hand them a hammer and a to-do list.
Show them how their unique skills and interests can make a tangible difference.
That resonates with my own experience in community work.
People are far more likely to be invested when they feel valued for their unique contributions.
And when they see that clear connection between their efforts and the bigger picture.
It's also about celebrating those wins along the way.
Right. The booklet reminds us that even small victories keep that momentum going, boost morale, and demonstrate progress to potential supporters.
It's like placing each stone one by one to build a pathway across a river, right?
Each step, no matter how small, gets us closer to our goal.
And celebrating those milestones helps us stay motivated for the long haul.
And it's also a powerful way to attract further support,
When people see tangible progress and feel a sense of collective achievement, they're more likely to jump in and contribute.
Now, let's be real.
Not every bridge is built without encountering a few obstacles.
So how does the booklet address those inevitable challenges that arise when we're trying to create positive change?
That's where that resilient spirit we talked about earlier comes into play.
The booklet reminds us that obstacles aren't roadblocks. They're opportunities for learning and growth.
And it all starts with a shift in perspective.
Remember Hebrews 12:1 through 2. Let us run with perseverance the race marked out for us, fixing our eyes on Jesus, the pioneer and perfecter of faith.
It's about tapping into that inner strength, that unwavering belief in the cause to navigate those choppy waters.
I love that.
And what practical strategies does the booklet offer for navigating those rough patches?
Well, it emphasizes the importance of having a solid support system. For starters,
Surround yourself with people who share your vision.
and can offer encouragement and guidance when things get tough.
It's also crucial to stay adaptable.
Sometimes we need to adjust our plans midstream.
The booklet encourages us to view those course corrections not as failures, but as necessary steps toward creating a bridge that truly meets the needs of the community.
And sometimes it's about breaking down those seemingly overwhelming challenges into smaller, more manageable steps.
Remember, even the sturdiest bridge is built one stone at a time.
So we've talked about launching our project, engaging volunteers, celebrating milestones.
And even navigating challenges.
What comes next in this bridge building journey?
This is where the booklet shifts our focus from the construction itself to the lasting impact.
It's about ensuring that this bridge we've worked so hard to build will continue to connect people and create positive change for years to come.
It's about building a legacy, wouldn't you say?
That's something we'll explore more in our next part.
We've talked about turning faith into action, laying that groundwork for positive change, and even, navigating those inevitable challenges that come with building something meaningful.
But now let's explore how to ensure that impact lasts.
We're shifting our focus to this concept of legacy.
Because it's not enough to just build a bridge, right? We want to make sure it continues to serve its purpose for years to come.
And the booklet approaches this from a really interesting angle, going beyond just, the physical structure of a bridge.
It's about creating something sustainable on every level.
And when they talk about sustainability here,
They're not just referring to, using eco-friendly materials or anything like that.
they're talking about building solutions that can thrive long after that initial project is complete.
Exactly.
This means thinking about long-term funding strategies, maybe training community members to kind of take ownership of the project, and being open to adapting and evolving as needs change over time.
It's like planting a garden, right?
It's not enough to just scatter seeds.
You need to nurture the soil, provide water and sunlight, and tend to the plants as they grow.
Creating a lasting legacy requires that same level of care and attention.
And just like a garden can provide food for years to come.
A well-tended project can continue to bear fruit in the community for generations.
That's a beautiful analogy.
And speaking of growth,
The booklet also emphasizes the importance of sharing our stories, documenting our journey, and inspiring others to join the movement.
this goes back to that idea of interconnectedness we talked about earlier.
It's about recognizing that our individual efforts, when shared and celebrated, can spark a ripple effect that extends far beyond what we might imagine.
It's about lighting a fire in others, wouldn't you say?
Mm-hmm.
Sharing our passion, our challenges, and our triumphs can ignite a spark in someone else, encouraging them to take action in their own communities.
Absolutely. And the booklet goes a step further by emphasizing the importance of building a network.
Remember Romans 12.5. For just as each of us has one body with many members, and these members do not all have the same function, so in Christ we, though many, form one body, and each member belongs to all the others.
It's a powerful reminder that we're not meant to do this work alone.
Right. It's about finding organizations, mentors, fellow change makers who share our passion.
It's about attending events, joining online forums, and simply reaching out to others who are doing amazing work in the world.
It's like that old proverb, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together.
Building a strong network amplifies our impact and creates a support system that allows us to achieve far more collectively than we ever could individually.
And let's not forget the power of mentorship, right? Whether we're offering guidance to others or seeking it out ourselves.
That exchange of knowledge and experience is invaluable for creating a legacy that lasts.
It's like passing the torch to the next generation, empowering them to build upon the foundations we've laid and continue the work of creating a more just and compassionate world.
So we've gone from that initial spark of faith to building a bridge, navigating challenges, and even ensuring its long-term sustainability and impact.
It's quite a journey.
It really is. And what I find most inspiring is that this booklet doesn't just tell us what to do,
It shows us how to approach this work with integrity, compassion, and a deep understanding of the interconnectedness of it all.
It's about recognizing that even small acts of service, when rooted in love and driven by a genuine desire to make a difference,
Can have a ripple effect that extends far, far beyond what we might imagine. It's about building bridges, not just across, rivers and valleys, but bridges of understanding, empathy, and hope that connect us all.
And that, my friends, is what this deep dive is all about.
If you're feeling inspired to explore this further, we encourage you to check out the Building Bridges booklet for yourself. We'll be sure to include a link in the show notes.
Until next time, keep those hearts open, minds engaged, and never underestimate the power you have to create positive change in the world.